Hello, and thank you so very much for joining me tonight. I go by Lune and INNATE, and just a disclaimer, the setting is going to keep changing as I settle between my office and home for a short period of time, or at least this home for a short period of time, like a few months. But we've entered Taurus season. Happy birthday, Taurus. And I was inspired to make a ASMR style by proxy healing work session if you're open to it, or just a sleep aid or whatever you use it for. But focusing on awakening the senses, as Taurus is so much about experience and sensations. The senses, enjoyment, food, scent, touch, comfort, and really focusing on the physical, and maybe towards the end work to awakening some of the astral senses as well if you're open to it. But it's going to be a lot of like tapping and kind of typical ASMR triggers for the most part, I guess. I hope you enjoy. Chose this candle from Trader Joe's. I've been saving it. It is a lemon cookie scent, and honestly they never come out with like multiple scents, so I just buy whatever they have. But I like it, and it smells very vanilla-y to me, kind of like cake or something, like cupcake. And I like vanilla a lot. So set an intention. Ooh, hello. Got a little smuts on me already. He was happy. So, on behalf of the highest and greatest good and perfect comfort and alignment, I'd like to set an intention to work with this session for the purpose of awakening our senses so we can enjoy things or be led in some way. And if you're open to it, to develop as well the astral senses, because there's much that can be taken from there as well, or experienced rather. Alright, I guess we should light an incense too. So we're going to light one of these, I think it's sandalwood incense. They're Japanese incense. And those really skinny kind, like this. And they don't have like a thing in them. They're very delicate. They have a very clean smell, I would say. So what I do is I usually break them in like two little ones, and I stick them in a little salt candlelight holder that I filled with some sand from Spain, and I use it as a kind of incense burner, or holder rather. Okay, a little cheesy, but I thought I would speak on scent and the various ways we can bring scent or indulgent scents to awaken our senses. Oh, hello. And lotion has, a luxurious quality to it, you could say. This one is honeysuckle. Got it at Whole Foods on sale. My hands are always pretty dry. And my skin is still peeling from Costa Rica, believe it or not. I think it went into shock, like wasn't getting any sun at all, really. Like cave-dwelling salamander level. And then it was like basically on the equator, so. And then it went back to like no sun, so I think it like freaked out. And it just was really weird. So obviously lotion can be brought in, not like we kind of don't do it all the time, but it's more about doing it with like, oh, that's nice, like one of those things. These don't really make a great sound in terms of shaking the liquid. But obviously perfume or cologne or essential oil blends. I haven't made a video in my room in a while, sorry. There's like a novelty of having like all these things near me. This is one of my favorites. I'm very picky with perfume. It's Divine Orchid by Aquarelle. It's kind of dusty, honestly. You can see I've used most of it. It's very feminine, very sweet smell. I'm kind of low on perfume. And this one I'm kind of... My another favorite, the by the fireplace. I love the smell of fire. There can be too much, like I don't like the smell of like charcoal, but it's really sweet, yummy chestnut and kind of vanilla fire smell. I've had this bottle for a while. Just like, I don't want to buy another one. Silly. I think though I wear more perfume in the summer anyway, so that would kind of make sense. I'm definitely the kind of person, I try not to collect things. Like I don't want a lot of perfume. No judgment. I think perfume bottle collections are like of the most beautiful things, you know. It's like these like alchemy bottles, but just personally, it's hard for me to like, I have like crystals, I collect other things. I don't really like to have that many scents that I go between. I want a signature, you know. So these are quite different. So they have unique stuff going on. Alright, I actually wanted to pull a couple cards for you guys, but maybe I should save that. I thought we could speak about texture, bring out some stones that I feel are good for supporting an awakening of the senses of sorts. I'm sorry if I'm a little wacky seeming. I feel kind of out of my element recording in my bedroom, and it's kind of late because there was kids playing basketball outside for a long time, so sorry for the unprofessionalism going on, guys. Okay, so this is a piece of carnelian. It looks really nice and the light shines through it. You can see how it's not super dense. Like, I mean, you can see through it, the light passes through it. It looks really pretty. But this is a great one for the sacral and the senses there, the like primal senses, we could say, the body connection. I got this from Earthling 360 on Instagram. It's so smooth and cool. It's like almost jelly-like or something. And then I have this that I purchased from the Real Crystal Witch. It's a little bit of a tongue twister for me. Also, I connect with her on Instagram. And this is a diopside, I'm pretty sure. I get them confused sometimes, but diopside has a really nice structural kind of energy. It looks, you know, kind of simple for the most part, like beautiful green, but simple. But it's more of the internal structure. And I picture like the nerves or the signals, the chemicals, everything that kind of gets us going when our senses are talking to us, you know, guiding us, experiencing good music, good food, maybe like massage if you're into it, right? Let me just show you this one while I have the camera like that. And this is a silver banded serpentine. It's so cool looking and like reflective in the right light. It has this like very reflective thing going on. Steps, looks like stairs. And the Serpentine, of course, is great for Kundalini rising. Not forcing that on anyone, but that connection to the body as a vehicle for spiritual practice or personal development or raising energy. I love this one. It looks like I don't know, like steps, right? Like steps leading somewhere. Bring you back, sorry. We could focus on the outer perimeter of your auric system. Just like tapping, kind of pinching with this, like pinching the little energy, making little bumps, causing vibration to awaken. Okay. Recently my friend sent me a shirt made by an artist that I really like, Tori Ruby with 2 eyes. She's on Instagram, and my friend knows I like her, you know. I want to get some tattoos by her. And in the shirt there was like this cute little palm tree thing, which is like really like speaks to me because I just got back from Costa Rica, had a whole experience, right? Like all that. So I thought of vacations when I saw this, and I thought of trips. Kind of like pilgrimage. And then the feeling of being on the warm beach, the sound of the trees, the sound of the water, the flavor of coconut water, the coffee in the morning, and I just kind of created. You can create essentially. I'm using a very personal one here, right? For myself anyway. That might look very different to you. But when you send yourself somewhere, and we're getting a little more into the astral here, but when you send yourself somewhere, like project yourself or work on manifesting or whatever, right? Or remember laying in a hammock or some, I don't know, right? You get it? Like those good vibes, taking in the scenery, the experience. And if you can do that or practice doing it, you can start to tap into more of your astral senses. That's a nice way to develop your astral senses. You can move up, from there, of course, and different things. but seeing yourself somewhere and creating it so realistically in your mind and in your body, where you feel at peace, or you feel the warm sun, or the smell, or you hear the birds in the trees, or whatever it is, or the kids playing basketball outside, or whatever. It's a way to start to tap into the line of the subtle senses. So that was just my speaking point and sounds for this item. I wanted to pull a card for you guys. I don't even know why, so this might be for just one person. But if you'd like to participate, I would focus on a question, or rather something to do with your senses, a focus, a message regarding something, right? And I'll pull 2 cards for pile A and 2 cards for option B, and you can decide which ones you want, alright? That way you have a little more say or participation. These are the Mystic Monday Tarot cards. I haven't used these in a while. Okay, so I just cut the deck. I'm going to take from right on top A and B. Okay, give them a kiss. And we're going to choose A. Alright, so we have the 5 of Pentacles and the 8 of Swords. And A, group A, this might say that you are not letting yourself tap into your senses as much as you might have in your mind, or this kind of like material fantasy of some kind, or idealistic, or like, oh yeah, that sounds good, whatever that might be, a trip, going somewhere to eat, like it could be simple, but you're kind of getting in your own way, so to speak, like you're not as guided as you could probably be served to be. Oh, so what am I doing? Hello girl, get it together. Okay, so if this is materialization and this is physical, this is being, look, where are you? Which way do you go? It's like you have no, and there's swords all around you, so you're kind of like boxing yourself in. If you just took off the blindfold, if you just had a look, maybe you'd be able to manifest that completion or perfection. Okay, so there's something you're blocking yourself from here. That's your message. And group C. Okay, these are both in reverse when I pick them up, but I just want to look at them. 5 of Pentacles reversed and Queen of Cups reversed. Okay, so let me just show you what they look like. We'll remember they were reversed. So, Queen of Cups. So this might be a bit over emotional, a bit codependent in reverse. And it's time to move on. Perhaps you're moving on from some kind of codependency to, or addiction even, to, I don't know, I almost want to say drama, or being okay with the emotional upsets related to something regarding your senses. But it's definitely time to move on. We're done. We're done waiting. We're done taking a time out, giving ourselves a time out, we can stop being so emotionally based, perhaps, and know like we were the ones kind of keeping us there. It's time to go. Right? So this is asking for, I don't know, it's unclear to me, but maybe it makes sense to some of you. I don't know. It seems like a relationship one or something, so that's why I'm confused, I guess. But maybe that is something to do with your senses or how you're connecting. And if it is, it's either time for you to drop some of the emotional upsets, or look at them rather, like look at like, are they valid? And if so, or if not, rather, let's check that and go on. Or there might be someone in your life who's been kind of like, their emotions have kept you kind of track. Maybe you guys have a very like empathetic relationship or something. But sorry, it's not really about the senses. Okay, put this back. Alright, so now for the Reiki. Cue the timestamp messages below. Reiki starts at 25 or 26 minutes. Right, so I just want to connect, center myself, focus on you. Let's set an intention again. So on behalf of your, mine, everyone else's highest and greatest good, in perfect comfort and alignment, we'd like to conduct this little energy work session, energy work conduit session by proxy, to assist us with awakening our senses so we can enjoy, so we can be tied into our instincts as well. There's a benefit there, isn't there? But just indulge a little, enjoy, but also get our fill. You know, when our senses are active and sensitive, we can be satisfied so much more than when we're numb, you know? So let's clear that numbness as well in our intention. Right? So I'm just going to kind of send this to you in this kind of gentle wave-like way of projecting it to you, okay? I actually want to start at the base, the root, near the hips, the outer hips. Alright? Almost right away start to feel like a garden. And you want to kind of like clear out the dead weeds or like the plants that didn't survive the winter. Just tending this garden. Okay. Kind of stirring it, I guess, is what I feel guided to. Up. And go down to the feet and up the legs. Just want to focus on the sacral. Bring a little like warmth into that area. Keep going up. Up your arms. Up your back. you'd like, I think I've said this a few times, but you can focus on moving your energy as well to make it even more powerful of a session. But there's no need to necessarily. But if there's something that speaks to you and you'd like to be a little more participatory, you can focus on pulling your energy up your back and down the front like a racetrack in your body, from the bottom of your torso to the top of your head, up and down like this. And then go a little further and further until you get to your feet, and then do it as well. So it's like foot to head, up the back, down the front, up the back, down the front. Remember to breathe if you decide to do that. I have this peacock feather, which I'd love to show you more clearly because it's just so pretty. We're gonna dust off the the excess, just really almost like shine it up, like this beautiful feather. How they look so sparkly almost sometimes. Let your real colors come through, to make the colors more bright visibility wise to you and your perception as well. Right? So, Bamba came in at the end, so I guess he wanted to say goodbye. Thank you so much for your continued support. I hope that you enjoyed. Make it down. Thank you again so very much. Send you so much love and appreciation from the bottom of my heart, as always. Namaste.